here we are. Don't you just love our fun news? We are getting those goats, and even more exciting, we're also getting ourselves 2 purebred full Nigerian dwarf bucks. So that'll be interesting. We'll show you some pictures of them after we get them, so that'll be later this week. Oh, maybe it'll be on this video. We just haven't gotten there yet. But we're really excited to have our own breeding stock for goats, and we will be using them for milk. We'll be using them possibly for meat. We will be using them to sell babies and have fun with babies, and it'll be great. So today we just have some little projects though. We've decided to move the greenhouses to the other side of the garage and strap them to the fences over there. So that they're getting more sunlight. I keep changing my mind about things though. I'm like, could we put them right there?
The goats?
No, the greenhouses.
Oh, the greenhouses.
Or would it be better over on the other side? Probably better over on the other side. So we're going to do that. We're going to move them over to the other side where we're actually going to keep the goats. Because we've also made some changes. Oh yeah, these are either little cat prints, because there is a cat around, or a skunk. I'm not sure.
Those are dogs. You can see the dogs.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're dogs.
Those are some puppy prints. No, oh, those must just be Susie then.
Well, actually, wait. Some of them I think are cat prints, others are dog prints. They come this way.
A little bit of both.
These ones right here are cat prints.
Huh. Anyway, I keep changing my mind about where we're going to have the goats because we weren't really anticipating getting the bucks. So we are going to try to utilize a piece of our property that we haven't been because of giant rocks. So we've got to get somebody to come help us move the big rocks so we can make a buck pen over by the chicken moat garden. And I have to apologize to anybody who was watching for the chicken moat garden because we're getting rid of the chicken moat garden. I guess we could move it. We could move the garden over here, but that's something we'll decide later. Because for right now, our most urgent need is to get the goats situated. So, and get these greenhouses moved. Because I want to be able to start putting things in the greenhouses, and I can't do that unless they're getting some sunshine. So, girls, why can each of you take a side and lift them up and carry them? Yeah, it's squishy over here. This is the other reason why we need to move this, is because it's squishy over here. Yeah, we got we got mud here, but I mean, if you are careful and step over the garden that way, then yeah. So let's move it that way. Just right there at the corner. Slide it all the way to the corner. There we go. Yeah, that's where we're going to put it. Okay, so if you guys can grab that second one, and we're just going to put it right next to the first one here. Alright, so perhaps you can see, as far as the sunshine goes, we're in a better spot. It's going to get more light during the day. We are going to move this trailer. We're probably going to actually move it forward towards me, so this way a little bit. I have to get it out of here anyway to go pick up my goats tomorrow. So, greenhouse is moved. Fat Happy Chickens goat area. So what we've decided is we are going to forego most of the chicken molt garden. We're going to pull the garden bed out and put it somewhere else. Who knows, maybe if I can figure it out, I'll put it over with the other chickens. But that means putting in more T-posts and taking the fencing and putting it over there so the chickens can't get into it all the time. I don't know. It's something I'll have to think about. But yeah, taking out the inner fence, moving those pallets from that corner. And then over here, we have this giant rock. And we have this weird property line. The property line comes over here. And I don't know if we can see the rebar, but we have this big giant rock. And this rock was actually underneath our house when they were digging the foundation for it. So was that rock. So if we can move these, then we have quite a bit of space, all from about where I'm standing here, all the way, and then to the fence right here. So, you know, right here to the fence, it's a good 10 feet. And so we've got 10 feet by 10 feet, and then we'd go diagonal up this way a little bit, kind of to the, almost to the corner of the chicken coop right here. And so we'll be making this the buck area, and we'll put the does in with the Sussexes. Best laid plans. So, yeah. Adventures in goats, adventures in chickens, adventures in goats and chickens. It sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. I should write one. Anyway, Fat Happy Chickens. You guys gonna like the goats? Of you, what I'm going to do is not going to be a surprise. If you were here, oh gosh, it's been almost 6 weeks ago since we planted our broccoli and our Spanish onions and our rosemary. You'll probably have an idea that I need to repot these. I'm hoping to get them repotted and get them, so I'm not sure when I can get them moved into the greenhouse because it's still really cold here. Like, we're in the mid to upper 30s during the day, we're in the teens to 20s at night. I think I've got a couple more weeks before I can actually even put them out in the greenhouse and have it be somewhat safe. So what we're gonna do, me and my helper Kaylee, we are going to get these broccoli and onions. Oh, you're creating shade, there we go. We're gonna get these repotted because these little things are getting to be way too small for these plants, I think. So that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm going to start with is just kind of wetting down these plants a little bit. So we're going to pull them out of their little trays. We're going to pack them into this bigger tray here that Kaylee's putting some dirt in. You know what, Kaylee, that's probably good for right now because we're going to take out the whole square and put it in there. So why don't you spray all that dirt down? Rinse them off, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. On that side. Okay. So, let's put all of our broccoli in here. So I need to do two things with this. I need to thin out any broccoli And the thing with this is that I can actually save my thinnings. I'm going to squish that out and grab all the roots of this. I'll pack that in there. I'll get some more soil. But any little bits that I might thin out, I can use because we'll be spreading them.
I'm trying to make my shadow stay out, but I can't do it, else the sunshine makes a glare on the camera, so I can't see it.
Yeah. So for example, I've got these two that are growing really close together, sharing root ball. I can probably pull them apart and get them planted in here. We'll get these wetted down again. Ooh, I might not be able to use that one, I just broke it. So that one's broken. Ooh. Get those in there. A little bit more soil. We'll build up the soil right to the top with these little seedlings in here. Now, I'm not a professional gardener, and this may not be the best way to do this, but it's the way I'm going to do it. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. Some water on those so that it'll all kind of go together and they'll start standing up again, hopefully. Okay. What did I say before?
I don't know.
Oh, so I'm really new at gardening, and so what I've learned from my first experiment here is that these plants that you can start in January should be started in bigger trays so that they have a lot more room to grow. And then I don't have to do this replanting, repotting. Because these little trays, they're great. They're great. They'll be great later for like when we do start squash and pumpkin and tomatoes even. Because they won't have to be in them as long. But for these, uh-oh, I broke that one. For these that are going to be in trays for ever since January, I need to be planting them in these deeper, bigger pots, trays, so I don't have to do the transplant. See, that one broke also. Oh, got a few that are broken. I'm trying to be very gentle and to handle them, lower down, and be very careful about how I pull them apart. I'm having more success than failure, so that's always good too.
The rosemary is so tiny.
Okay, you can go ahead and turn that off.
It's hard to read. It's hard to read.
So we put the onions and the broccoli in the same container. Now we get them all watered real good, and we'll probably pour some water onto them here in a second, very carefully. So, and then we'll put those up back inside on the heated plate. I'm gonna put this rosemary. I've got a little teeny bit of rosemary here. I might leave that in this tray or in this pot for right now because it's doing pretty good. So, okay, very good. Thanks, Kaylee.